Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the NASCAR Cup schedule for 2026. Okay, I'm gonna list some things I like before I get into the rant portion, because believe it or not, there is stuff that I like about the schedule for next year. Like Chicagoland coming back, yes. I've missed Chicagoland, I've been wanting to come back, and me and Chicagoland's produced some bangers. I don't know why they ever went away from it, but good thing Chicagoland is coming back. Homestead is now the championship race, the finale, which I've wanted. Homestead should have always been the championship race, and I kind of figured probably next year it would be, so got the confirmation it'll be the finale. Thank God, because Homestead last year, ooh, that was a fucking banger. That playoff race, oh, such a banger. North Wilkesboro gets a points race. I like that. I like New Hampshire not being in the playoffs. It shouldn't be in the playoffs. I don't know why it's been in the playoffs, but that's another thing I like. It's not New Hampshire, not in the playoffs. San Diego, they're adding San Diego. That's another thing I like. I think that's cool. If you think that sucks, then that's your opinion, but I think it'll be cool. But here's some things I don't like. Dover All-Star Race. Dover for the All-Star Race. Well, one, because Dover's terrible. The aero blocking feels like every track at this point. But especially Dover for the All-Star Race, dude. You think that's going to draw in viewers? Dude, that's not going to draw fans. Or that much viewership on TV. And also, when is this going to run? Because, you know, Dover doesn't have lights, and they normally do the All-Star Race at night. When are you going to run the All-Star Race then? Dover doesn't have any lights, so you can't do it at night. I like things about the schedule, but for the most part, I just think it's kind of boring. New Hampshire getting bumped out of the playoffs, I like. Watkins Glen moving to May is just... I don't like... Watkins Glen's good, just not with this car. But for the most part, besides with other cars, it's at least okay. Or just mid. It's kind of stupid, because probably for some of you who live in like upstate New York, moving the Glen to May has to be probably one of the worst decisions, because ruins the camping experience, rainy season, because it rains a lot in May. And just, I don't know. And Atlanta's summer being moved back to a Sunday, presumably a day race in the middle of July. And early May is always super wet in New York. Just a total screw up by NASCAR. And that's on Mother's Day, I think. So, yeah, great decision by NASCAR there. The Glen in May is almost certainly going to be a rain race. But those are some things I like and don't like. Watkins Glen moving to May is a risky choice. I guess I will say another good is 2 off weeks. They have 2 off weeks. But they have to turn this just into something big, like a car change, horsepower, something. Because it's really, there's a few changes that I like with the North Wilkesboro point race, Chicagoland returning, and then Homestead as the championship in 2 off weeks. And then they added San Diego, but schedule's kind of the same, but besides that, really. And then they have Talladega in the round of 8 again. I just don't like it having in the round of 8. It's just too much of a shit show. Okay, Talladega again being a round of 8 race is further proof NASCAR isn't a serious racing series. You're having that in the round of 8. It's a clusterfuck, dude. Like, terrible. And we'll go over the full schedule here. So, the Clash at Bowman Gray to open the season. Obviously, then you have the 500. Atlanta, the best, that produces the best racing in the next gen car. Then Coda, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Darlington, Martinsville, Bristol. Oh boy, 2 shitty races back to back. I never thought I would say that. But that's what you get with the next gen car at short tracks, unless there's big tire fall off like Richmond. Then you have Kansas, Talladega, Texas, Watkins Glen in May, and then the All-Star race. Oh boy, Watkins Glen possibly in the rain, and then the All-Star at Dover back to back. What a schedule for the first bit. Then Charlotte, Nashville, Michigan, Pocono, San Diego, New, Sonoma, a return to Chicagoland, Atlanta, North Wilkesboro for points race, Indianapolis, Iowa, Richmond, and then Daytona for the season, a regular season finale. For the playoffs, Darlington, Gateway, Bristol, Kansas, Vegas, the Charlotte Roval. Another thing I hate that they're still doing this Charlotte Roval crap. Like, can we just be done with the Charlotte Roval? It's just waste of time. It's just like, just do the Charlotte Oval twice. Phoenix. And then Talladega. Wow, man. That's the start of the round of 8 at Talladega. Or what? Or is that the second race? Talladega, man. Phoenix, Talladega, and Martinsville. Wow, what a round of 8 right there. And then Homestead, at least the championship is in Homestead, but I just think the schedule's pretty fucking boring, to be honest. Like, I listed things I like, but it's just they add one or two new things and think everything else is good. It's just, besides Atlanta, the 2 Atlanta races, San Diego, Chicagoland, and Homestead, the schedule doesn't really excite me. You would think I would be excited for races like Martinsville, Bristol, with an next-gen car. I can't get excited for them. Because unless there's this huge tire fall-off where it's actually interesting, I just think the schedule's pretty fucking boring. I guess you can say Dover All-Star is good because there's no longer a 400-lap snoozer every year that we have to endure. So, but we'll see if North Wilkesboro has a good points race. I hope it actually does, because that's actually a good track. But with this car, who knows? Unless they have a tire fall off. Talladega round of 8 is still terrible. They're just trying to shove super speedway racing in the most crucial parts of the schedule. Like, Loudon, I guess, is back in the summer, which is good. It's not in the playoffs. But it's just, I don't know what more to say, really. Jordan Bianchi released the schedule, so it's true. He put out the schedule, and I'm not reading it behind a paywall. I don't care if it's only $1. I'm not going to pay $1 to get behind the paywall. It's just another year with this ridiculous NASCAR playoff format as well. What will it ultimately take for it to change? We have current and past drivers and many fans against this, except Mamba Smith, who's still an idiot. You say you're listening to the fans, but you're not. It's only going to get worse with this fucking schedule. Like, there's races I like, but for the most majority of them, not really, to be honest. But yeah, that's ultimately what I think about the schedule. I'm just not gonna rant on it, to be honest. I just think it sucks, to be honest. And I'm a little bit under the weather, so I don't really have the energy to to really rant, to be honest. There's things I like about the schedule. For the majority of it, not really. I mean, I felt the short track's still going to be the same. Pretty boring, unless Richmond has the tire fall off. Or unless they make huge changes to the car. Other than Atlanta and Chicago and Homestead, I'm really not excited. I'm just kind of tired of NASCAR in general, but leave your thoughts in the comments below on the schedule. Things you like, dislike. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.